Hey guys, Tyler here with Broke Boys Off-Road. This is my buddy Connor. We started this channel this summer, and I've got a 2003 YZ250 and he has a 2007 YFZ 450. We've made a few shorts, but haven't made anything major because both of our machines have been in the shop or just broken because Yamahas. But I actually just got my frame powder coated here. It's mirror blue, and like I said, it's an 03, and I'm putting it back together here now. My motor is at Lane's getting done. They said it's done. I just got to go pay for it, and then I'm gonna put the motor in it. There's gonna be a few parts to this build, so we're gonna get right into it. Connor's gonna help me do it, so. Yep, go ahead.
We got full plans to do my four-wheeler too later this winter. We got to get it tore down, which there'll probably be videos on that, and then we're going to do the videos of building it back up again. So hope you guys enjoy.
Alright, so we're going to start with putting the pegs on here. I've got the old pegs still. They're kind of shot, but for now, it's a budget build. Basically, you're gonna put your spring on. You're gonna slide it on here like this, and then you're gonna come in here with your pin. It's kind of a pain because you gotta get your springs lined up just right. I'm sure they probably make a tool for it, but we don't do stuff like that around here. Okay, and then you're gonna take a washer right here, go down on the bottom, and then you're gonna put, generally you'd put a cotter pin, but for now I've got the good old wire trick because we were out of cotter pins. Didn't think about the fact that we didn't have the cotter pin with us. So there's my peg. They tip up that way if you wreck, you know. I'm sure most of you know this. And then there's Connor's peg done over here and all that. It looks good. I'm happy with it. So next we're gonna go ahead and put the subframe on right here. We're gonna need this bolt right here, a nut, and then those two Allen bolts and this Allen key. So I personally prefer to start with the bolt up on top. It's a lot easier. I'm gonna have Connor go ahead and tighten this down. I believe it's a 12. Yep. There's that for you, bud. Okay. And then while Connor's doing that,
Now guys, I'm not going to tighten it down all the way because we do have to get these bottom bolts lined up. We will get everything in line and then we will tighten everything up.
okay, now we're going to go ahead and put these little bolts in with the Allen key. You got to push the subframe down a little bit when you do this. That way it lines up with the threads. And I'm going to go ahead with my Allen key. Tighten it up. Okay, now there's that tight. Okay, so I'm gonna help Connor here a little bit. Have you got it started? They are a pain. I've just done it a few more times than he has. This is my bike, and Connor's got, like I said, he's got the YFZ 450. just tighten them so they ain't gonna come off. We don't do that torque stuff. So now he's gonna tighten this top bolt. In reality, we probably could have tightened it in the first place. It'll still pivot, but it's just easier to start it like that. So, alright. So next we're gonna put the chain roller on. Actually, Connor's gonna do it because it's on his side of the frame. Here's your bolt and the roller. So you got to make sure that it is on there the right way, and it does appear to be on there the proper way. Yeah, I can't get my finger in there. It's, you know, everybody's got smaller fingers than the mechanics that engineer these things. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to get a different wrench. I think it's a 13 instead of 12. There we go.
Now guys, some of these sizes are not right because we had my dad get some new nuts for some of these so that the nylocks wouldn't be wore out, and we had new nylocks for them.
We actually took a bearing for this out of a scooter wheel because the old one was pooched. Alright, so there's the subframe and the chain roller on and the pegs. Everything looks good and is on correctly. Next we're going to go ahead and do the motor mounts. Now these are technically, in a way you could call them custom. They were silver and we painted them black and then did the blue bolts to go with the frame. I think it's going to look really sweet with the motor and everything, so we're going to go ahead and put these on now. I've got the bolts and Connor's going to go ahead and put the nuts on for me. Okay, he's got the one nut on that side. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the second bolt through that goes to the frame. So we've got all three bolts on here, and we're going at a good pace here. And then yeah, we're gonna put, this is for the seat, that way it's not sitting against the frame. Helps protect the frame from rubbing and everything like that. It can be a pain to put on, but, and it has a arrow right here, that way you know what way it goes to the front of the bike. Okay, next we're gonna, this is actually my favorite part. I love it. I like the customization of it. We're gonna go ahead and put the other motor mount bolts in. The longer one goes on the bottom, like so. Now there's actually 4 spots on here that the motor mounts up. The swing arm bolt goes here, straight through, and holds the back of the motor. And then this is for the front of the motor, the bottom, and this holds the top of the cylinder. So there's that one through. Go ahead here. If it threads on like it's supposed to, but it will because I make it do what I want it to.
Now, just so you guys know, there was about 2 or 3 hours going into this, just to spray paint some of the bolts and the motor mounts to make them how we wanted them, so the bike would just look better all around. I mean, you see builds and you see a lot of what happens when you're building them, but you don't really see a lot of the behind the scenes getting everything ready. I mean, we were in here for a couple hours cleaning and painting and getting things ready for how we wanted the bike to look. So all together, so far, it's coming together pretty well.
Now, this frame turned out great. I had a guy local do it. He did it for a very good price. I love the way it turned out. Like I said, it is mirror blue is the name of it. It is powder coated. There's 1.5 pounds of powder on it. And I plan on tearing it back apart next winter to redo it again.
So hopefully you guys can see videos from that as long as we are still going. We are going to try to get as much content out as we can. We are finally getting some of the parts and stuff back so we can bring more content to you guys. We really are trying to get away from the shorts and start making actual videos so it's more entertaining for you guys.
So I'm gonna leave the video here. There's gonna be probably 2 to 4 parts of this build. The last part will obviously be the motor and then the initial startup. It's gonna be a fun build. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna look great. Next winter, I'm planning on actually doing my swing arm black and then my rims blue, the same blue as the frame. It's gonna look sweet. Now we have Connor and I both have a TikTok. If you want to go follow that, we'll link it in the description for you. There's gonna be plenty more videos to come. I mean, look at it. That's done in less than 15 minutes at this point. The guy did fantabulous work. I'm blown away. When it went in there, it had rust and spots, and it didn't look anywhere near the way it does. So the next video is going to be us putting the swing arm on. So tune into that one. We can probably link it to this video for you once we upload it. That's going to be a little more complex and more of a pain. So we'll get that video going for you guys and then go from there. So hope you enjoyed the first part of this build and hope you come back for some more.